Welcome, beautiful yogis. My name is Theodora, and today we are going to focus on opening up the hips. And as with every practice, please modify and adjust as you need to. So let's begin at the top of your mats. Make sure that your distractions are switched off. Let's close the eyes. Let's come into a nice, strong, standing mountain pose. Palms facing forward, fingertips reaching the ground. Grounding your feet. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift the head to the ceiling. Take a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Breathe it out again through the nose. Breathe it in. Opening the chest. Exhale, draw the hands down. A few more breaths. Final breath here. And let it go. Let's open the eyes. Bring your hands to your heart center. As you exhale, sit back into your chair. Tuck the tailbone under slightly. And optional to extend the arms forward, palms facing more to the sky. And draw the shoulders back. So we're activating the glutes, we're getting the legs switched on. If there's any shoulder pain, keep your arms about eye level. Otherwise you can reach the arms a little higher. Sitting back a little lower. Keep breathing. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, come into your nice forward fold and releasing down. Take your feet a little bit wider. Keep your knees bent. We're going to grab a hold of the elbows and sway side to side. Now here, if it feels more in the legs than in your back, bend your knees. If you're not feeling a deep enough stretch, then you can start to extend the legs out. But right now, we're focusing on the back as we begin our practice. Now, what I want you to focus on today, not so much about your physicality, focus on that breath. So swaying side to side, getting some somatic movement here. Couple more breaths. Nice. Let's bring it back to center. Bring your hands down onto the mat. We're going to walk it back into plank. Drop your knees to the mat. Now from here, you're going to drop the hips forward and down. Squeeze, contract your buttocks, and lift your chest towards the sky. Now you can have your toes tucked under at the back, and you can lower the hips a little more. And we're going to wriggle just a little bit side to side, shoulders, hips. Breathe. So we're extending the front of the body without placing too much pressure on your back. And if you'd like, maybe look over one shoulder, and the other. Breathe. Starting off gentle. And as we warm up and get the energy flowing, that chi moving, we're going to increase the intensity. Nice. Let's push the hips back. Sit into your child's pose. Take those knees wide and let your head rest comfortably down. Make sure your arms drop here and focusing your attention towards your sacral area. So the whole pelvic lower back region. 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale, roll back up. We're going to start with some cat-cow movements. Knees underneath your hips. I prefer to have the toes tucked under because my feet get a bit of a stretch out, but if that doesn't work for you, have your toes relaxed. So exhale, rounding your spine. Inhale, lifting up. Chin to sky. Good. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Spread your fingers wide. Good. Moving through the shoulders. We have 3 more rounds. Now, when we say we're focusing on the hips, it's not just hips because the whole body is connected. So there will be twists, there'll be shoulder opening as well. Let's lift up into downward facing dog. Spread your toes wide and the same with your fingers. Now from here, walk your feet in place, lifting one heel up and down at a time. Maybe swaying the hips a little side to side. Keep breathing. Lengthen through those heels. Maybe look underneath each armpit, side to side. Good. Couple more breaths. Nice work. Let's float forward into your high plank just as we did earlier. Drop your knees down, lower the hips forward, untuck your toes, press the floor away. And again, just a little rocking of the hips side to side. Now this is a little bit of pressure on the wrists. If this is too much, you can come down onto the forearms. You'll notice it's not the same intensity. Okay, so otherwise staying here, push that floor away. Maybe look over, side to side. Good, back to center. Child's pose, take those knees wide, sitting into that comfortable position. Push the tailbone back. Breathe. Let your head rest. Unclench the jaw. Inhale, roll it back up. This time, instead of cat-cows, we're going to do body rolls. So toes will tuck under. Bring your hips forward, shoulders over those wrists, and swing those hips back and around. So circular motions. Don't be afraid to play around with your movement. So a few circles one way, and then changing directions. Good. Back onto all fours, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Keep breathing. Okay, we're going to do one more round of our variation of upward facing dog. So on your next inhale, float forward into your high plank, drop to your knees, drop those hips forward, press the floor away. And again, just a little bit of rocking motion. Squeeze, contract your buttocks if there is any sort of lower back discomfort. And hopefully feeling a little easier. Okay, so one more child's pose. Sit those hips back. This time, once you're in your child's pose, bring your arms down by your side and let the shoulders rest. You might need to have your bottom a little bit higher for that to be more comfortable for you. 2 more breaths. So we're working the hips, now we're releasing them. We work them and we release them. Inhale, rise back up. This time come straight into your downward facing dog. Ground your left heel down. Inhale, right leg to the sky, reach it tall. Step the foot between your hands and drop the back knee down. Okay, so just bring your shoulders over your hips, hands onto the hips, tuck your tailbone under. If you feel a little wobbly, take that right foot a little bit more out to the side. So drop those hips through. And you can have a variation with your hands. You can bring them to your heart center. You can take them out wide, or you can bring them up towards the sky. Again, focusing on lengthening through that left side. Breathe. Dropping forward and down. Always work to your level. 3 more breaths. Good. Bring both hands inside of your right foot. Take that foot a little bit wider. Lift your back knee and rocking back and forwards. Pushing the heel away, coming onto the balls of your feet. Take it. Keep breathing. Good. Take one more breath or one more rocking back and forward. Now from here, ground your back foot down. Be mindful not to stick your bum right out. Scoop that tailbone under. You might want to come up onto the fingertips on that right side. Open that left arm to the ceiling for your open wings. Breathe. Now you can look to the floor. You can look straight ahead or up towards the sky. Breathe. Keep opening, keep grounding that back heel down. Take one more breath here. Reach the left hand forward and down, back into plank. Chaturanga, you can do it from your knees. Lower the chest down. Come into your cobra or your up dog. Shoulders are back, and then back into downward facing dog. Ground your right heel. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, bring that foot between the hands and drop the back knee down. Okay, take your time. All right, so you can start with your hands onto your hips. If you feel a little wobbly, just take that knee out to the left. Or option, hands to your heart. Option, arms wide. Option, arms extend. Drop those hips forward. And breathe. Be mindful here not to collapse into your back, which for the most part, a lot of females do this, creating that arch or that lordosis. You can still have the arch, just don't overextend. So you want to feel strong in your pose no matter how deep you go into it. Bring those hands inside of that left foot. You might take it a little bit wider. Let's lift the back knee and gently rock back and forwards. Breathe. Keep extending that back leg. A few more breaths. Well done. Okay, let's lift the hips up, ground your back heel, tailbone tucks under. Come up onto those fingertips and extend right arm to the sky. Breathe. Slow the breath. Strong through that back leg. Take one more breath here. And then reach it forward and down. Come into your plank. Chaturanga. Remember, you can do this from your knees. Open up into your cobra. And back into downward facing dog. Let's go again. Left heel grounds, right toes to the sky. Big deep inhale. Step it through. Ground your back knee down and come into your variation of your low lunge. Sink those hips. Deepen the breath. Good. Hands inside of that right foot. Let's rock back and forwards. Keep breathing and keep the shoulders relaxed. Well done. Good. Ground your back heel. Tuck that tailbone under. Reach the left arm to the sky. Open up. Breathe. As a variation, if you'd like, come into your extended side angle, maybe looking towards the fingertips, or again, if that's uncomfortable for your neck, look straight down. And release, hands to the mat, plank, chaturanga. Open up, cobra or up dog, back into your down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky, ground your right heel, step it through, drop the back knee, lift up into your variation of your low lunge. Breathe. Feel that extension down the front of your right hip thigh region. Bring those hands inside, lift the back knee, gently rock back and forwards. Well done. Ground your back heel, open up into your side angle, tuck that tailbone under. Breathe. Remember, you're never collapsing down, you're holding the body weight strong. Extend the right arm forward as a variation. Breathe. Take 3 more breaths here. And then release those hands down. Last flow here. Plank, chaturanga. Open up and come into your down dog. Nice. Let's step your feet to the edges of the mat, but not straight where you are. You're going to bring halfway up to one side, halfway up to the other. Sit your bum back as far down as you can go. Now, if there's any knee pain, you're going to keep your fingers onto the mat and lift your chest. If there's any back pain, you just stay here as much as you can. This is a little bit harder. You are working your legs more, but in time, as your hips and legs get stronger and those hips begin to release, you'll be able to lower the bum down. This will also impact the ankle mobility. So tight calves, tight Achilles, tight fascia in the feet, all plays a role here. Breathe. Two more breaths. Nice. Bring your hands down onto the mat, lift your bum high, square your feet. Come into your forward fold. Again, we're going to grab a hold of the elbows like we did at the beginning, soften the knees, and maybe figure of 8, your motion here. Keep breathing. Keep the knees soft, keep working on the back. Let's bring everything back to a center, nice and slowly. Release your arms down, keep that chin tucked in, and rolling the spine up slowly. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. Take your time. Once you're up to standing, oh, thank God, I've got some shade in my face. I was about to frown and squint. Okay, so let's go into some hip circles, 5 to 7 each direction. Now, some people have their feet close. It's a bit hard to get your hips moving. Take your feet wide. Similar to hula hooping. It's been a long time since I've done some hula hoops. And make sure you go the other direction. 5 to 7 circles each way. Good. All right, keep your feet shoulder width apart. Bring one hand onto your hip. Reach the arm to the sky. Press the hips out and lengthen all the way down the side of the body. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. One more breath. Good. Inhale, release. Exhale, back to center. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stretch. Keep breathing. One more breath. And come back to center, release. Step your feet wide. Wide enough to be comfortable. Turn the right foot to face forward. Keep the left foot exactly where it is. Open the arms out wide. Drop into your warrior. Take that back leg further away. Now your left arm, you're gonna just wrap it behind your back comfortably so you've actually got some shoulder mobility. Reach the fingertips up to the sky and hold your reverse warrior. Breathe. Keep dropping into those hips. 3 more breaths. Nice work. Now keep the bind with that left arm, straighten your front leg, reach the right fingertips forward and down, come into your triangle pose. Now you can look to the floor, you can look straight out to the side. Again, keep that shoulder back, or you can face towards the ceiling. Breathe. Keep twisting open. 3 more breaths. Okay, soft bend in that front leg. Inhale, slowly come up, release your arms. Okay, before we do the other side, just square your feet. Just do a few shoulder rolls here. Circling around, 2 to 3. And now let's turn the left foot to the back of the mat and right foot stays parallel. Open up and bend into your left knee. Push that back heel away. Chest is open. Hold your pose. Holding strong. All right, so we're opening right through the hips. We're getting into those inner thighs and hopefully you're feeling it all the way down into that inner arch of your foot. Take 2 more breaths here. Wrap that right arm behind your back. Again, we want that shoulder to pull. Lift left fingertips up and hold your position. Keep breathing. Strong back leg. Three more breaths. Now straighten your front leg, reach left fingertips forward and down, twisting towards the sky. Breathe. Three more breaths. And then once you're done, micro bend that front knee. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, release. Square your feet one more time, and we're gonna do one more shoulder rolls. Big circles. Good, you're doing great. All right, keeping the feet where they are. Bring those arms to the sky. Big, deep inhale. Exhale, bend. Your knees slightly folding at your hips, coming into your forward fold. Maybe take your feet a little bit wider. Be mindful not to sit back onto the heels. Bring your weight slightly forward. Let's take 3 more breaths. Really get into the pose. Breathe. Nice. Well done. So we're going to do a side split. There's going to be a few variations with this one. So you'll need to walk your feet in a little bit so you got a little bit more comfort. Bend your, actually before we do that, take your right foot out to the side, turn the foot out. Bend your right knee so you're now coming over the toes. As you do that, you're going to squat down and your left toes reach to the sky. So we're getting right into that groin in the thigh. This might be a bit much for your knees. If it is, bring the knee down onto the mat. This is probably the easiest variation to do this because there's not so much pressure as well onto the toes. But if you feel okay, just come back up onto the haunches. And I am always working on trying to get that foot as flat onto the ground, depending on how tight my hips are, depending on how stiff the ankle feels. Wherever we are positioned, the spine is tall, chest is open. 3 more breaths here. Now you're either going to slide over like a ninja or you're going to change your knees. You're going to drop the left knee down and then take the right leg out. Otherwise, stay low, chest up, and right toes to the sky. Keep pushing the heel back and down. And I will say, once the foot is flat, it does change the dynamic of the stretch and it's much deeper, and I also feel the benefit all the way up the calf. But today it's a little bit tight. All right, so the toes help to get right into that glute, and because you rotate the foot, it works on that whole chain up into that hip. Take 1 more breath here. And release. All right, let's bring the knees down onto the mat. Well, actually the bottom. All right, slowly make your way down. Bring your legs out in front of you and just give them a good shake out to release. All right, we're gonna do figure of 4. So right foot over the left thigh. There's a few variations here as well. So if you feel really tight with this one, you slide that foot away from you and you decrease the hip intensity. If you want a deeper stretch, you bring that foot close to your bum and then you bring your chest close towards that shin bone. Breathe. Be mindful your bum's not lifting or you're rotating to one side. Try to keep both buttocks to the mat. If this is a lot for your wrists, you can come down onto your back and hug from there. So as another variation, you can also do this one here. There's not as much pressure on your wrists. Keep pulling my voice. Keep gently guiding that right knee away from you. 2 more breaths. And gently release. Shake those legs out before we do the other side. So bend, left knee goes out to the side. Again, choose your variation. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. Now you might notice one side is quite different to the other. That's okay, do not force your body here. It will open and release when it's ready to do so. Just like yourself, you don't ever want to be pushed to do something. The body's the same. You can lovingly guide it and breathe, and it will respond more positively. Hips certainly don't lie. All right, 3 more breaths here. Well done. All right, let's release. The hard work is done. We've got a spinal twist to go and then we're done. So roll onto your backs, or your back. Hug those knees in and gently rock side to side. And let's take the arms out to the side. Now, if you want a bit more of a gentle stretch, take both knees across. So this is a bit easier, and it does work slightly differently. If you want a deeper stretch, extend your left leg down and take the right knee across. Again, neither or is better. It's just what works for your body. And if you're able to, turn your head back towards your right. So when we start to release the hips, it's so pivotal in basically every movement we do, walking, sitting, getting up, in and out of the car, getting up from a chair, going to the bathroom, whatever. Your hips are basically everything. So when you start to open up maybe more than they used to, there can be a little bit of sort of recalibration time. So be gentle with yourself. And sometimes emotions rise as well. That is very, very common. Again, that because your hip center is your emotional center. Let's come back to center and let's do one more round on the other side. Again, you can do both legs, or you can bring left knee to your chest and take it across and turn your head back to the left. And the brilliant thing about yoga is it teaches you patience. We have patience with some things, we might not have patience with others, and often we fall into the latter. We don't often have much patience with ourselves. So just to have no expectation here. Come back to this practice as often as you like. And you can make it harder, you can make it easier, you can slow it down. You can always play these videos. You go into the settings and you can play it maybe at 0.75 speed, so you can take a little bit longer into the poses. But just make sure you're breathing just as deeply. Let's take one more breath here. And then we come into Shavasana. Now I know we rush through this. This is the most important one. This allows everything to integrate and recalibrate. Just like you let dough rest to rise, it's pretty much the same thing. We now rest here, even if it's for 10 breaths. Get nice and comfortable. I've got my knees bent, but you can extend your legs down. Take a nice big deep breath in. Big sigh out, let it go. And let's do that one more time. Out it goes. And let's do that one final time. Out it goes. Just continue to breathe. Feel the energy now circling around from brain to the tailbone, through the heart, to the hips, to the fingers, back down to the toes. Just moving around. Healthy, vibrant, filled with vitality and abundance in every way possible. And as we come to a close of this practice today, thank you for joining me. I wish you the most amazing morning, day, evening ahead, and always know you are divinely guided, protected, and shielded, always and in always. Please hit